careful with the camera. Okay. Where am I looking? Okay. I have the camera. I'm on my tablet, so when I'm on my tablet and I have my tablet the long way, it's a little tricky for me because of the location of the camera. It's not a intuitive place to look at because typically the camera is like above in the middle. But on my tablet, when I have it, excuse me, this way, it is on the right hand center side. Anyway, so I felt the need to make this video. Um, I talk about so many different subjects, so I guess I don't have a particular niche, so to speak. But one subject that I have addressed time after time after time, and a subject that comes to me and through me is twin flame. And again, I encourage everybody, whatever you hear from anybody, not just me, like research it, even if it resonates. You know what I'm saying? In your spirit, still do some research. See how it resonates when you hear it delivered from another person. Come put together your notes. That's just what I do as an intellect, and I encourage others to do the same. Don't just be like, oh, she said it, so it must be the way she said it. No, I just know how to describe things the way I describe things from my experience, and other people may describe it differently. So again, listen for the same topic from different people. This particular broadcast is specifically for twin flames, and even more precisely, for my twin flame. So let's break down what exactly a twin flame is. A twin flame is one soul that has incarnated into two, hence the word twins, bodies. The bodies don't have to incarnate at the same time. Typically, they don't incarnate at the same time. However, during this particular time here of humanity, a lot of twin flames are incarnating into the flesh, into being human beings, and joining together. Now, here's the thing. Let's talk about marriage a bit, okay? Let's talk about marriage. Marriage is two different souls, right? And when these two different souls come together, they create a new being, a new soul, basically, because their souls have joined. And so now the souls are not singular. That is not the same thing as a twin flame. You cannot create a twin flame. A twin flame already is, okay? So, marriage versus twin flame. Now, twin flames can decide that they want to join together in the institution of marriage, because marriage is an institution. It's three parts. It's one soul with another soul, and often the state is involved as well too. Here in the United States of America, I don't know how marriage works in other places in the world, but I know in the United States of America, the state wants to be involved. Now, I don't agree with the state being involved, because I've tried that already. Yeah, I did that. I did that. It was creepy. It was creepy to my soul when I did it, and I was only 19, but I felt the resistance, and I didn't even know it was resistance. I thought I was just nervous. These are just wetting nerves. No, it was my spirit telling me, do not do this. Do not do this. You're entering into a freaking contract with the state and with a man who isn't healthy for you. But I went along because I thought it was nerves, and I did it, and I saw the reactions. The reactions was, got her. That was the reactions, literally. I will never forget. I will never, ever forget. So that's why I personally would never, ever involve the state within a sacred ceremony, within a union. And I do want to, um, I do want to do marriage again, but differently. Again, not involving the state, and I don't want to just do marriage again. I want to be with my twin flame, physically, and I want us to decide on, having a celebration for us for our sacred union. Okay, but I feel like sometimes, and this is my own personal experience, that we creep each other out. Maybe me more than him. And I only say maybe me more than him because I had an experience with somebody before I actually met my twin flame. It was like preparation for my twin flame, and that experience was very spiritual and mystical because that individual is that type of individual. They travel in Masonic order, as Grand Master over Masonic orders, and so yeah, they're very mystical, and the way they would communicate and interact with me, even though we interacted in person. A lot of our interactions were not physical interactions, if that makes sense, because it does, because it is what it is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you're like, what the fuck is she talking about? But that's okay. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, just ignore it. Just go somewhere else. This is not for you. But for those who know, you know. And it prepared me for the interactions with my twin flame because my twin flame is also very mystical. But here's the kicker. Let's get back to what a twin flame is. One soul. Two people of one soul. So if my twin flame is mystical, what do you think that makes me? By fucking default, automatically makes me mystical too, right? The difference is I'm not in any uh, orders or things of that sort. And my twin flame is. I'm almost certain that they are because of how they travel and how they interact in their positions and things of that sort. So I think they're like curious, like, wait, she's not a part of this, she's not a part of that. How does she have this effect? And it is because we are the same freaking soul. We are already one soul. We don't have to come together to create a soul. We are already a soul. Whether we come together in this lifetime or not, we still are who we are. That would be great. It would be great because I heard that it's a great thing when they come together. That's what I heard. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's a great thing, right? And so don't be creeped out. Don't be creeped out. Do your research. Do your research on the subject matter. Do your research on it. Remember, we're not two. We're already one. We don't have to consummate anything. We don't have to ever have sex, even though I would love to do it. TMI, TMI, TMI. But we don't have to do it to be one. We're already one. So it doesn't even like it doesn't matter. So if you're feeling that way, because I feel like you're probably feeling that way. If I'm feeling that way, then you're feeling that way, and I get it, but you may not get it. You may be like, okay, she's appealing to the eyes. She's even appealing to the soul. But what you're not recognizing is I am the soul. I am your soul. You are my soul. Our souls, not even our souls, I'm sorry. Our soul is weird, right? To say it's weird to describe in the English language. This is the best way I can describe it. Okay? Look up the term twin flame. Twin flame is one flame, one soul already incarnated into two different bodies. That means it's two different personalities, yes. That means it's two different life experiences, yes. but it's still one soul. So don't get creeped out about it. Just do some research and just accept it as it is. And you listen to your inner self anyway. So continue to listen to your inner self. Continue to trust the process. It creeps me out too, some even though I know the information. But it is what it is. Yes, my logic goes into overdrive sometime, and I'm like, girl, you bug it. Girl, you trip it. And then my heart be like, shh. It just shuts me all the way down. My heart shuts me down, shuts down the logic, and be like, this is it. This is the real thing. And I'm just like, yeah, are you sure? Because I was pretty convinced before. The preparation had me convinced, but it was nothing like this. It was similar to it. It was similar intensities sometimes, but it was nothing like it. Like it was old, the preparer, right? It was effort. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? It was like I felt it, and because I felt it, I did a lot of effort. I put in a lot of effort. I remember something that seems minute, but the effort that I had to put in for it just to go on a trip. When I tell you the effort I put in just to go on a trip, I paid for the trip early. It was cool. But when I tell you it was obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle to just get onto the trip, and we weren't going nowhere special. We was going to Atlantic motherfucking City. And then when we got to the fucking Atlantic City, they were like in their around their folks, and they had to play the position of, their position of grandmaster with, these other folks, and, govern them to make sure everybody was safe and yada yada yada. And I just went off with my spirit. My spirit told me, just go to the beach. I went to the beach. I went inside of a hotel. I literally, like, my spirit led me to just have a comfortable, relaxing day. I took some pictures. I got in a jacuzzi. I had my bathing suit. And back, on my way back, because we had to meet back up by a certain time, right? We took the bus out there. On my way back from the beach, from another hotel out there, I somebody saw me walking. Literally, I think I literally was at the hotel where the bus was parked, and like going through the parking lot, and they saw me there. They didn't see me at the other hotel. They didn't see me at the beach. We did not spend the day together. None of that. They saw me literally like in the parking lot of the place, and they just was like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, yada yada yada." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Like, walk with me, you know." So they walk with me to the bus, right? And when the preparer seen them, like they were so, like they didn't even know how to react. You know what I'm saying? And I peeped it, and I was just like, it was, again, not the same. My twin flame, my actual twin flame. My actual twin, my actual twin flame is walking. If my actual twin flame, right? Because I've seen him in action. Okay, with a guy who liked me. I brought this guy who liked me around him, and he was right there. When I tell you he was right there, he was right there, like on it, like presto, like, dude. And I know he didn't premeditate. I know he didn't do it on purpose. I know it was something within him that propelled him to come in there and to just make his presence known. And the same thing has happened for me, with girls who have liked him, with women who have liked him. I've like not even thinking, like, just, and then afterwards I think about it. I'm like, what the fuck? What just happened? What why did I react like that? Like, wait a minute, like, so twin flames is a subject that I implore you to look deeper into. If you creeped out a bit, It's okay. I've been creeped out before, but I've been prepared, and I would hope that you were prepared too. Just perhaps you're not familiar with the terminology. You just know what you know. Like, you're gonna have a third. You know that. I know that you know that. I know that that was prophesied to you. How do I know that? And you never told me that. How do I know that? And you never told me that. How do I know that? How do I know you were told that you were looking for me? You didn't know maybe the terminology twin flame, but you were definitely looking for your third. You were looking for your third. And you thought somebody else was your third for a second. And then you realized that's not my third. And I think you realize that I'm your third. I really, and he knows what I'm saying. You like, I know anybody else listening to this, like, third what? I thought you said you were the same. What you call it? What are you the third of? Don't worry about that. Mind your business. I told you this is a message for people to tell people about twin flames, but it's also a message to my twin flames. So if you don't follow everything, take what you can follow, which is twin flame. Every twin flames union and reunion is different, but the facts is universal with twin flames. Twin flames are already one soul. They don't come together and become one soul. That's marriage. That's two souls coming together. No, twin flame is already one soul. Before they come together, they already are one soul. When they come together, they're only amplifying themselves. I hope that was simple enough. And for minds in particular, um, don't be creeped out. Just follow your heart literally, and things will be okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm open and receptive. I'm the female in this incarnation. So not, I ain't gonna go deeper. I just do what you do. Do what you do. And I'm gonna do what I do. As the female, as the feminine, I am receptive to you. So that means you gotta be the one taking the action. Um, I've already I've already expressed myself. I know you read people very well, so you already know what it is. So therefore, just felt like the need to put this out there so that, even though we're multi-sensory, both of us, we do still, all of our senses still work. Our eyes, our ears, the mouth, taste, all of our senses work. Even the sixth sense, and all the other senses that we have, they all work. So that's why I made this, so that you can see, and so that you can hear, and so that you just know, and you're just like not in your freaking head space and like, I don't know what this girl is doing. This girl's doing something. I'm not doing a god dang on thing, okay? But just being patient, but not so patient. Don't take forever, okay? Please don't take forever. Like, just, do what you do. Do what you do. I'm no matter how adept I am into my spirituality, I'm still a lady. I still need constant reassurance. I still have an inner child. I still have these different complexities of me. So be aware of that. And yeah, acknowledge that and don't neglect those things. Okay. And I mean, I kind of have to respect a boundary. I think, I don't know whether I have to respect this boundary. I don't know whether you put this boundary in or whether someone else put this boundary up, but um, the way the moon is mooning right now, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna last. I heard certain boundaries were gonna just be like vaporize. That's what I heard. So we'll see. Sunday night. We shall see how this week unfolds. But I feel it's gonna be very interesting. And that's all I feel. It's gonna be very interesting. Again, twin flame. If you're not familiar with the terminology, look it up, research it, meditate on it, talk Talk to your spirit guides. I almost said something else, but you know what I mean when I said what I say. Talk to your spirit guides, talk to your elders. They may be familiar with it, they may not be familiar with it. You know, a lot of stuff that you. I didn't say no more. Talk to your spirit guides about it. Get the details from them. Being creeped out is not a reason to stand still. Sometimes you still have to move forward even when you're creeped out about things. So move forward, move forward, move forward, move forward, move forward. Let's do what we're here to do. And yeah, so I could stop. I mean, I may still talk about the topic if you want the topic to be talked about once our reunion, we reunionize, kind of reunified already. Just, I don't know.